Hey, Daiso, how are you? Okay, I will wait for more people. Uh, okay, people, how are you? Fine, thank you. Here I am making an ASM workshop to do a sprite. Today we do this sprite. Uh, Give me a second. Sony sound. Hello. Today we do this sprite. Okay. Basically it's a flying platform. Then uh, to do this sprite, we use Dyzen, this tool that I made some months ago, and I show it in the on the C3. Uh, the first thing about this tool is it's a tool that do frames, animation, and interaction. I will explain every feature about the sprite, about this sprite maker tool. Uh, the first thing is do the frames of the sprite. For that, we go to the frame tab. Here we have a box with the graphics of the sprite, and here a box with the palettes of the sprite, color palettes. I can select the palette that I want. To put a tile, well, first I will select a palette. Then I will select tiles from the box here, and I will insert them on the grid with right click. Very similar that on the way of that is done on the Lunar Magic. Then I put all the, well, first I must create a frame here. Then I can put all the tiles that I want. For example, that or this, I don't know. Here in this box I can load the graphics. For example, I can load graphics here. This is SP1, SP2, SP1, SP2, SP3, and SP4. Thank you, Daiso. Well, I did a lot of classes about English, but I don't speak English very well. Uh, to be honest, I don't. I, I don't. I don't speak English with frequently. Well, to know what is SP1, SP2, SP3, and SP4, we will go to Lunar Magic. Well, SP1 will be this, SP2 is this, SP3 is this, and SP4 is this. Okay, we can load the graphics here. We press here, and we can change here the SP1, SP2, SP3, and SP4. Okay. Then I will continue with my sprite. I will put wings to the sprite, and I will put this wing here and other wing here. Okay, to flip the tile, I select the tile, press clicking it, and then I flip the tile using this button. This button is for X flip, this is for Y flip, or vertical flip, horizontal flip. This is for move to the left, move to the right, move to up, and move down. I can move the tiles with WASD. Okay. Now I will create another frame. For example, frame 1. I will duplicate frame 0 to do frame 1. Okay, now I have frame 1. I will delete the wings and put closed wings. Okay, now I have 2 frames for the sprite. Now I will do the animation. To do the animation, I will create one here. Then I can select the frames of the image that I want to add to animation here. If I want to select more than one frame, I must press Ctrl. Then I press the button plus to add the frames to the animation. Then we have the animation here. I can do a zoom, I can speed up. Thank you, Daiso. Okay. Now I can decrease the speed of the animation here. For example, we put 6, and now the animation is slower. Thanks, Peter. Okay. Now we have the frames and the animation, and now I will do the interaction. For that, I will do a zoom, and I will change the cell size. The cell size is to have more precision. For example, if I select A, well, I will create a hitbox. If I select 8, I can change the hitbox only in groups of 8 pixels. But if I change it to cell size to 1, then I can change it in groups of 1 pixel. I will create a sprite here. Okay. Now, we have 2 options here. The first option is to don't share the interaction with all frames. Then each frame can have its own interaction. The other option is share interaction with all frames. Then all frames will have the same hitboxes. For example, if I select frame 0 and frame 1, both have the same hitbox. But if I put share interaction and I delete, for example, the hitbox of frame 1, then frame 0 have a hitbox and frame 1 doesn't have a hitbox. But if I select share with all frames, then both have the same hitbox. Okay, the last part of the tool is the logic part. It have a code editor with assembly for SNES. It shows you errors. For example, if I put an error here, then it highlights the errors. But to be honest, this code editor is not very good. This code editor is not very good because it don't have a lot of features, and for now I recommend you to use your favorite editor like Visual Studio Code or Notepad++ or Sublime or wherever. Okay. Then I will save the project. Saludos, Metal Yoshi. Okay, I will save the project here. Uh, Flying platform. Okay, the project saved. For example, if I close the tool and I open again, now I can load the project. Then you can save all your progress. Okay, now I will extract the resources. For that, I press on extract to. Then I select a folder. For example, I have the folder tuto. Here I put the name of the sprite. For example, flying platform. Then here I will explain you what do each checkbox here. If you check the code checkbox, then it will extract the code of the sprite. Flip X is to flip, the sprite can be flipped horizontally, and flip Y is to do the sprite flippable or on vertic and Y axis. Okay, this sprite doesn't need to flip, then I won't need that. Okay, the others are to extract the graphics. You can extract SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4, and the palette of the sprite. Then I extracted the resources and I have my where is the sprite? Here's the sprite, flying platform .asm. We will copy this in the folder sprites to insert it with Pixie. Then I will do CFJ for the sprite. To do that, I will use CFJ editor. That is a tool that it comes with the Pixie tool. Okay. Then I open the CFJ editor. Then I will explain you some important things of the CFJ editor. The first important thing is the object clipping. The object clipping is to do the interaction with objects of the sprite. In this case, this sprite doesn't interact with objects, then we don't need it. Of the Dyzen, then we don't need that. Okay. The other thing is this. We must change this to do a custom sprite. We change it to custom, and here we put the file.asm. Okay. Other important things are like this process when off screen. It is for sprites like keys or bosses that you need that the sprite doesn't die when it is off screen. You need it alive always. In this case, not necessary because this is a normal sprite. The only important is this process interaction with Mario every frame. Commonly, the sprites process interaction with Mario, not all frames, some frames. But there are sprites that need a a better interaction, then they need to press that. In this case, we will need it because the sprite looks weird when you don't put that on the solid platform. The important is this if you are doing a carryable sprite. Okay, I will do my CFJ editor. Do my CFJ. Sorry for my bad English. I tried to do my best. Uh, okay. Now the CFJ is finished. We must change the light to 50 fix. Okay. With that, we have our CFJ, in this case JSON. I will insert the sprite. Some important thing, when you use custom sprite, please select this. You need this patch. No more sprite limits. If you use SA1, you don't need this, but if you don't use the special chip, then you will need the no more sprite tiles limit. In this case, I already inserted that patch on my ROM. Okay, now we have a problem. This is because Dyzen do sprites for Yepi. We are using we are using we are using Pixie. Then I must transform the sprite to Pixie. To do that, I must change some lines of the code. The first important line is this sub screen. To transform to Pixie, we put a percent symbol here and a parenthesis. We will do the same with get draw info. And with subort sprites and subort birds and subort bear. It's Yepi by default. It's Yepi by default. Okay, we do this and this. Now this is a Pixie sprite. We will do another change that is in this line. We change E for F because the subvert post on Pixie works different than the subvert post of Yepi. Then we must change the E for F in this line. Okay. Now I will reinsert the sprite using Pixie. The sprite should do nothing. Okay, we have our sprite. Now I will do the intelligence of the sprite. For that, the first step will be do the interaction. I have some codes for interaction. I have a pre-made code for the interaction with the solid interaction with the sprites. I will do a copy paste. I will put all these codes on the description of the video, okay? Then I do a copy paste here. You will find all this code on the description later. Then I will reinsert the Pixie. Okay. Now we have a solid sprite using the interaction of Dyzen. The next step is move the sprite. For that, the first will be do this. We create a constant for the speed. A good practice to do the sprite is put all constant on the top of the file. Then people can change the constant to customize the sprite. Then I will put a constant for the X speed. Okay, the X speed on Super Mario World works in this way. Says 00 to 7f equal right, and ff to 18 or 80 equal to left. Okay. If it is more nearest to the 0, then the X speed is slower. Then I will set the X speed on the sprite init. Here is the sprite init. The sprite init happens when the sprite is created. Okay. Then here I can do a LDA X speed. LDA is equal to A equals to X speed. Is that okay? A is our SNES SNES register. You can consider it like a variable that always is you can use. Okay. Then I will do a STA to the sprite X speed. This is equal to basically store the value of a register on the sprite X speed. Now, to move the sprite, we will go to the sprite code, to this section. This section is executed each frame. Then we will do a routine to do the movement. I will call it move. To move the sprite, we will search the routine on the on Super Mario World Central on the ROM map here. Hola, quietus. Then we will search this routine. This routine updates the sprite X position without gravity. There is a version for Y position and other version for X and Y position with gravity. In this case, we will use this. To do the sprite compatible with SAE1, we will do this. Now the sprite should move. Uh, Now we have a problem because Mario doesn't move with the platform. To move Mario with the platform, we will do this. I will do this. I will calculate this. I will store the sprite x last position, the sprite x current position, and I will calculate a delta x. Thank you, Daiso. Okay. Then I will do player x position equals to player x position plus delta x. Now to do that, I will load the sprite x position. Multiple monitors. Now I have my cell phones on my near to my computer. Then I watch all the comments of the video on the cell phone, and meanwhile I work on the PC. Okay, to do that, first I will load the X position on the A register. The sprite X position is 13 bits. Then I must load A 2 times. In this way, the sprite this XBA change the lowest 8 bits with the highest low bits of A register. Then this. I will save the. Probably I can do this in less steps, but I will do this and I will store the position on scratch 0. Another way to do that, this is this. This is the same than this. Are the same, literally the same. This with this. Then scratch 0 will be equals to sprite last position. Now we'll do the same below this. I will do the same below this. Then here A is equal to sprite X position. Then I will do a subtract of the current position with the last position. To do that, I will do sec SBC scratch 0. Now is equal to delta x. And now I will add that to the player position. To do that, I do this. For people that don't know, SBC is equal to subtract with carry, and ADC is add with carry. Now I will save the X position, the player X position. Okay. Delta is this. Delta X is this. Player current position less subtract player the sprite current position subtract with sprite last position. Okay, then I will insert the sprite again. And now Mario moves with the platform. Now this have a problem. Because Mario moves with the platform always, even if I am not on the platform. To fix that, I create a misc RAM or a variable for the sprite, call it player riding platform. I will define it this here. I will go here to the defines here, and I will put this variable using a sprite misc table. In this case, I will use misc table 10, and we only will update the player position if player riding platform is equal to 1. Then I will do a then this code here will be executed only when player riding platform is equal to 1 or other value different to 0. Okay. BEQ jumps if the last value on A was a 0. Oh, I have a problem. This. Sorry. Now the sprite only moves Mario when he's over the platform. The last step of this will be do wave motion. To do that, I will use a routine that I made previously, collect scene of X. Esto. Okay, I will copy paste that routine here. Don't worry, I will explain what do all this routine. and I will copy this wave. Okay, wave motion moves the sprite doing the form of a scene of X. If we the sprite will move in like this. The movement of the sprite will do this form. Okay. Then I will call wave here. And the routine move. We will have the same problem before with, but I will show you what happened. Oh, excuse me, I forgot something. I must declare these variables on the define. Angle low, angle high, initial low, and initial high. Basically, the angle is the parameter that I put on the scene function, and initial low and is the initial E position of the sprite. Then I must set them on the inits here. We will copy this. I will put all of this on the comment on the description of the video. Okay. Now we have set this, and I will create some constants on the top of these constants. Right to set you how I will show you later this. Basically, the angular speed is how speed move the scene, and the rating is the amplitude of the scene. Okay, now we'll show you how it works. And now we have a wave motion platform. Now it have the same problem before. Then we must do the same that we did here, but with on the y-axis. Then I will do exactly the same that I did here, but for the y-axis. I will copy this, and I will change this for y. Chucha. So I did something wrong. Probably this is SBC when. Let me check it. Could be this. I will use Scratch E better. Yes, I can use a Scratch 0 here. And this is ABC. Yeah, now it should work. The basically the that platform. Now it works. Okay, with that we finished the platform. Now I will show you how to edit this platform, the interaction basically. Uh, for example, I can add, I can do it uh, wider. I don't know, I will add this. For I will extract the resources again. Okay, if you want to edit the graphics of the sprite, it's very easy. You only open the new file, and we will copy these tables. All these tables I will copy them here. Then I will replace it on the other file. Now I will copy the interaction tables, this, and I will replace it on the other file. Here, this. Okay, I will reinsert the sprite. And now we have a shoot. What the fuck? Well, that was weird. That is because we are using Lunar Magic 3. Okay, okay. Uh, if I do this, that shouldn't. That should. Wow, that's weird. Wow, that is really weird. I must check it. I didn't have that problem on the last version of Lunar Magic that I tested. First time that I had that problem. But I will check it later. Well, to end this tutorial, I will show you what does the ratio. For example, if I change the ratio to 13, the sprite now moves with more amplitude. And if I change the angular speed, it moves faster. For example, 8. Now it moves faster. Okay, with this the tutorial ends. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will do a lot of these streams. The next will be a killer grinder that follows you and jumps. It will be very fun. I hope to do a lot of these tutorials on the future to teach people to use my tool. Uh, and that is all. I I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Daiso, and all people that was on the on the streaming. Uh, I hope you enjoy it. Goodbye.